Hey friends, this is Faith, and I'm going to take you to the studio Betzi and I met after a long day of rehearsals and teaching to talk to you about this virtual concert that we put together. Hi, welcome to our first virtual concert. My name is Faith with Mojalet Dance Collective, and I'm here with Betzi Rowe. Betzi.
Hello.
And Betzi was one of the first professional choreographers I had the chance to work with outside of the university when I first started dancing professionally. We've had a relationship for 30 years or so, which has been really exciting. I have great admiration for Betzi's work as a performer and a choreographer. And we've been producing live concerts at our Vine Theater for 12 years. And last summer we had to cancel because of COVID. But Betzi and I decided we were still going to collaborate. We were going to still make things happen, but we weren't sure how that would be. So we decided to put together a virtual concert since a live concert was certainly not going to happen for some time. So after we returned from the mountains, where we were off-grid with our little tiny house with no electricity, I was a little bit out of sorts to not even know what was happening in the world. And when we came home, there was so much stress. Like, we were completely blindsided because we were so unaware of what was happening in our community. And I was sad. I was sad by how we were treating one another. And I just thought, but there's so much joy. We can make joy. It's a choice. We can choose to treat each other with respect. We can choose to get together and have fun. And so one of the things that brought a lot of joy to me was just getting together with the dancers and playing. And I said, let's make a dance called Fanfabulous that makes no sense. It's just fun. It's a little bit kooky. It's a little bit quirky, but it'll allow us to be together, filming outdoors, doing some things. We had a couple Zoom rehearsals. And this is really just about purely being together and finding joy. So I hope you enjoy Fanfabulous. So while I was in the mountains, I kept trying to figure out what work would I create, because many of you know that I am really big on ensemble work, a lot of people on stage together, touching and partnering and interacting. That's what really motivates me, as we are humans navigating this world together. And I was really discouraged by the fact that we couldn't get together physically, even to rehearse. It wasn't safe. And who wants to rehearse with a mask on that we have, but we're sitting far away? Because it's also hard, and we want to make sure the dancers were safe. So I called the dancers and said, let's bring back July Rain. I felt like July, things just kept pouring, just all the craziness that was happening. And so we met in the parking lot, we pulled it together and videotaped it. It was such a joy to be back in the space working with the dancers. It's an excerpt from Slumber Zone, which is a whole piece about falling asleep and going into what your brain thinks, but slightly distorted. And so this is July Rain. So while I was in the mountains over the summer and Betzi was in San Diego, we went back and forth, had many phone calls. What could we do? When could the show be? How could we use? And I suggested, Betzi, do Do you think you could start on a solo for Nicole Wooding, who is an amazing young artist who works with me in Mojalet and an amazing teacher? And I thought part of our effort is to keep artists working, to keep the dancers dancing. And of course, Betzi said yes and came up with this beautiful dance.
And the lovely thing about working with Nicole is that she is the daughter of Colette Isacano, who was one of my dancers back in the late 70s through the 80s. And it's wonderful to see mothers and daughters sharing this art form, as Faith has done with her daughters and me with mine, and have the opportunity to work with her. And so we kind of worked on several ideas. What were we going to make a piece about? But I kept being very aware that I could only make work about what I was feeling at the present, and there was a lot of political and social turmoil going on at the time. And so I thought, I'm going to look back to Greek mythology, because these themes continue throughout society forever. And I used the idea of Medea as a through line to create the solo for Nicole. We had a lot of fun. Lots of different sites in San Diego that you'll recognize on the film.
So in working on this collaborative concert with Betzi, who was so generous with her time and her energy and has always been such a great supportive mentor, another tragedy happened here in San Diego that hit us. And so Betzi was already thinking about a community dance, and I'm going to let her share with you how this next dance came to be.
So I'm 72, and that put me in total isolation, of course, during all the lockdown, March, April, May, June. And I was mulling over, how can I make a dance without rehearsing? How can that happen? So I began to form an idea, and I was also sad, of course, and listening to rather mournful music that spoke to me very deeply, and began to choreograph by using my voice recording and then sending my voice recordings to dancers and meeting them in a parking lot, and they would play their cell phone with their Bluetooth on. And I would watch this phenomenon in silence, which was pretty amazing. But the turning point for me was when one of our dance community members lost her only son, 21-year-old son, tragically. And that told me I must do this piece somehow and gather the community. So I had 5 different breakout sites, gathering community members together and using this idea of just using my voice to generate movement in a very simple and pedestrian way that anyone could do. It was a lovely moment and actually spoke deeply to everybody, because I don't think there's a single one of us out there that isn't carrying some kind of heavy burden at this time.
So that's one of the great things about the way that we can work together and have respect for one another's work. Betzi and I don't create in the same exact way, but have such great respect for each other and what we do in the community. And coming together is amazing, and it's brought a lot of joy to me to be able to have something to work on. I didn't realize how starved I was for creativity until, even in a few months, when you're used to the volume of things that we do and people that we work with, it is just such a treat to be able to make these works and share them with you. So we thank you for your time in watching. If you are here live on our Zoom party and you're taking this break to watch the show, we hope that you stick around afterwards and ask some questions. You're also welcome to send us any emails at mojalet.com and find us on there. You can find my information, faith@mojalet.com. And we'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining us, yeah?
Thank you.
I need another place. Will there be peace? I need another world. This one's nearly gone. Still have too many dreams. Never seen the light. I need another world, a place where I can go. I'm gonna miss the sea. I'm gonna miss the snow. I'm gonna miss the bees. I miss the things that grow. I'm gonna miss the trees. the sound. I miss the animals. I'm gonna miss you all. I need another place. Will there be peace? I need another world. This one's nearly gone. I'm gonna miss the birds singing all their songs. I'm gonna miss the wind, been kissing me so long. Whoa. Another world, another world, another world, another world.
So I'm here in my home studio, and one of the things that we wanted to do for this project was to get some young choreographers working in. So Alia had been working on some material for our summer camps and came up with a fun duet, sort of athletic and intense, that she worked on with Nicole Wooding before she left for Switzerland. So we hope that you enjoy Alia's work, Diversion. Thank you for joining us. We hope that this concert was something and this evening was something to bring some joy to you, brought a lot of joy to us. We will continue to work to keep us connected, to keep art alive in our community. We thank you for your support. We thank you for being part of our Mojalet community. Hope to see you again soon.